Hello people, I'm Ginnymetheral. I'm a 4th generation witch. This is part of my Halloween Witch Tips, which is a series I'm doing for Halloween, giving you all little bits and pieces here and there to help you on your path. Now, this video has come about because recently I have received so many different spam commercial content on my comments. Quite a lot of businesses posting and asking my commenters that if they should need a great spellcaster, Dr. So-and-so would do. If they need a fertility doctor, this great spellcaster will give them children, or this great spellcaster will do this. And so I wanted to talk about whether it's a good idea to purchase a spell, what the benefits might be and what the downsides might be. So this is my video looking at, should you pay for rituals and spells? Now, I am absolutely sure that these spellcasters out there are very good at their job. In fact, that they can cast spells very well. However, can they cast a spell for you? And this is what I wanted to look at, because I am a firm believer that the person who casts the spell should be the person who the spell is for. It's very difficult to cast a specific spell for a specific another person, because your energy, if you are the spellcaster, is not theirs, and therefore you can't get the spell right and line it with their energy because you're not them, and it's very difficult to do so. I have a lot of clients who like to learn witchcrafts. They might have a particular question in their life, they might have a particular desire or want or need. And what I help them with is ensuring that they understand why I'm giving them the rituals that they will carry out in order to make this happen. So in effect, I don't cast spells for others, and I never have. I might cast spells on others, which I do infrequently. I have done it on my children, and I have done it on my husband. I am more a person who will enable you to get what you want, need, desire. And you might not realise what you really want, need, desire when we start picking apart the pieces. And so therefore, that is what I do. I'm using my energy to try and work out what your energy wants, but I'm not using my energy in a spell. I get my clients to do that spell, and we've worked through each part of the spell, and I've explained it to them as we've gone along and worked out what to do, and they have helped. They are putting the spell together as much as me. I'm just asking the questions, well, we need to do something along these lines. What would spring to mind first for you if I told you, let's think of a flower that does this? And they'll go, oh, I love roses. And I'm like, right, rose it is then, because that is what is aligned with their energy. And so should you go out and buy spells off, that hoodoo woman in New Orleans? Well, there's no reason why you shouldn't. However, I would beware slightly. I was with someone who, we'll call her Poppy, and I was Zooming her, and she was talking about love spells, saying, I really want a man, and blah, blah, blah. And she said that she had a friend of hers who'd done a love spell, and I was like, dear, really? Go and get that love spell. And she went and got it, and we looked at it together, and I could just feel the energy coming off it, and it was completely and utterly wrong for Poppy. And I was like, you need to send that energy back. It's his energy, and all the intentions were good. It was an open love spell to bring love into Poppy's life. However, it was the wrong love spell because he had made it through his own energy, and Poppy's energy was completely different. So it was going to bring not love to her. It couldn't work for her. So we dismantled the spell, sent the energy back to the person who'd cast it, and worked on something else instead. If you want to buy a ritual or a spell off someone, I would at least suggest that you talk the spell through with them and ask their reasoning, and see if those ingredients and reasonings within the spell resonate really with you. It's not going to have as good an effect as if you did the spell yourself, and that really is the issue. The best person to do a spell for you is you. I have done a couple of protective spells, but I think I've only done them for my immediate family, i.e. my husband and my children. My children especially because they're aligned with your energy. My husband because we understand each other and I know him so well, I've got a better idea, and so therefore a protective spell for him could be done. However, I don't think I've ever done a spell for anybody else. Apart from Back Off Witch, I'll put Back Off Witch up here. I don't think I've cast a spell on anybody else. I think I've helped people. I help people definitely to cast their own spells and to make their own ways, and I check their spells for them. So sometimes when people are putting protective auras and wards around themselves, they can leave gaps, and so I check to see whether they've got a gap or not. So the upshot of this is, I don't really think it's worth paying for rituals and spells. I think it's worth paying somebody to help you formulate your own spell, as I do. And I think it's worth having someone pay you to help you understand how to cast a spell, because then you can go forward and do it yourself. You don't need to pay somebody. However, on the upside, a well-crafted spell will have some benefits for you. But if you're looking at a spell to say, make a particular person fall in love with you, and you buy that off the shelf, you don't know what the downside is going to be, and that can be a problem. Well, I hope that helps. What do you think? I would love to know your comments. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts upon it. And I will see you in a couple of days.